Hi there YouTube, it's me for Wilderness. Welcome to my channel and welcome to the first of this month's Korean toy reviews. Right, today I've got another figure from the Hello Carbot toy line, and my last review was this guy, Hello Carbot Rook X, from the latest C series of Hello Carbot, where they've reintroduced or reworked the some of the characters from season 2 and given them their X forms or X retools. And here's Hello Carbot Rook X. He's a member of the the Carbot brothers or the Samchangzar or the Three Musketeers or whatever you want to call them. And they're three cars that and they're like a group or a team that go around, doing good deeds for Chatan. And this is a rework of Rook from the original team. He's much improved over his original version, because his original version was really ugly and I just didn't care for it, and I didn't buy his original toy. But I got the mini version, and now I've got the full-size version. So that was that. But obviously there's 3 characters in this subset of characters from Hello Carbot X, or no, the latest series of Hello Carbot. And I've decided to get the next one, and it is this guy, Hello Carbot Pone or Pone X, because they're all named after chess pieces. You've got Rook, Pawn and Knight. But Pawn, obviously, I prefer to call him Pone, and sometimes you look at the translation, it says phone. So it's kind of a dodgy one, because obviously Pawn, as a chess piece, also means something else slightly less impressive. So I just call him Pone. So yeah, Pone X in his reworked mode. Before we get into the review, I'll just quickly show you the packaging. So here is the new style box. Obviously, he's one of the Tape brothers, because all these new Hello Carbot Samchangzar figures, they have this new gimmick where they have these masking tape, or these tape dispensers built into their robot mode. Rook has got the tape dispensers on the back of his alt mode. This guy, somewhat similar in that respect, but here's the box anyway. So you've got his name there, and you've got Chatan. And you look on the side with his car in his robot mode. And then, just like the last one, this is one of those toys that comes with the the playbook, where you cut stickers out of the tape reels and stick them into the playbook, like a sticker album, and it tells a rough story of a mission that Chatan and the Carbot go on in order to do some sort of rescue. And there is that, and also you get the chip that goes in the activator watch. You got all the product information on the bottom. So that's the box. So like I said, you get a chip, like your little cube that goes in the watch, that you turn the dial and it makes lights and sounds, but I don't have that, so I can't demonstrate it. You get the instructions, which is like a single sheet of glossy paper, which has got all the transformation instructions on it, but they're fairly straightforward, these figures. And then you get the playbook. Now, I've used my Google Lens to do a rough translation on the story. So basically, you open it up, and Chatan and this guy, who I believe his name is Gung Ah, he comes running up to tell Chatan that his pet dog Baduki has fallen into the river because there's been some heavy rain and the river's swollen up. So he calls on Pone X to help. Then they have to get their rescue gear together. So you cut the pictures out of the tape reels and stick them into the book. Then they go on the journey to find the dog, and obviously there's like a fallen tree, and then there's a down bridge where you have to put a ladder over it, and then there's a pile of rubble you have to move away with a shovel. And then there's a rubber ring, and so basically you use all the rescue tools that you've put in the sticker book. Well, I've put in the sticker page between, and to do the rescues. Then they find the dog who's fallen into the river and he's struggling, so you go and rescue him. And sure enough, the dog gets rescued, and then finally you just got to collect all your rescue gear back into the thing. So that's basically all the book's about. It's bit of fun for the kids, and but like you said, you get the you cut these images out of the tape reels and stick them into the sticker book, you know, and that's how it works. So anyway, looking on the car, obviously this is the Hello Carbot Pone, member of the Samchang Tsar, you know, the Three Musketeers, and obviously quick size comparison with his Rook X. So they're both from the same toy line, they both have the same sort of tape gimmick. And there they are, and that's that. But also I've got the other versions of this figure. So back in season 2, you got the original figures. So this is Pone's original version. This is his alt mode. It's a big car that kind of looks like a Bugatti Veyron, and there you can see it's a nice big car. So you compare it with the new version. Similar sort of style, vehicle mode. And then also a few years ago they did the mini versions. So you've got like a mini version of Rook. I mean Pone. Sorry. So yeah, if I bring them up, you can see, you know, he's a little small guy, and then obviously you go put all 3 of them together. So I've got all 3 versions, and that's that. Transformation on this guy is very straightforward. They're very simplistic figures. So basically, you start off, you got these panels on the side, so you unplug those and bring them out to the side. There is a bit of parts forming on this guy. The windscreen comes off, and then it folds out to become some sort of weapon that he can wield in robot mode. Then you split the legs, you bring down the feet, and then you fold these panels up double onto the sides of the legs, and that's the legs done. Then going up top, you grab the 2 sides, pull them out so they click, and then you've got this panel that you hinge out. So you hinge that panel out, and then you bring them down to form the arms. And then finally the head reveal, you push this panel up in the middle, and there's his head. So there we have Hello Carbot Pone X in his robot mode, and he looks pretty cool. He's got the tape reels on his shoulders, whereas Rook, if I just transform him quickly, yeah, so Rook has got the tape reels on his knees, whereas this guy's got them on his shoulders. So that gives them quite a difference in robot mode. Yeah, it's a quick size comparison with the other guys. So this guy, because he's one of the original Samchang Tsar, he's got like an automorph gimmick. And because of that, he's got no articulation on the legs. That's why I'm not a fan of the original Samchang Tsar figures. I've got 2 out of the 3. I never got Rook because I didn't like the look of him, and also because he's one of these, you know, one-step changer, you know, figures that they did. Basically, it's a full-on leader class size bot. So yeah, I wasn't that keen to get into them because, you know, you're paying leader class money for a one-step changer, and it's like, and that's why I wasn't a fan of these figures early on. But anyway, so there's a size comparison with his original figure and the new figure. So that's that done, and just got to transform the little guy quickly. So right, there's the little one, there's the mini one, and you can see big size difference between the mini figure and the new one. And then one more size comparison. Obviously my main size comparison, which is Combiner Wars Megatron. So you can see he's a full size leader class toy, and as you can see, he's basically kind of like a large deluxe or a small Voyager scale on this guy. You know, to give him a Transformers Generations comparison. But there we go. He's all right. He's orange. I like the colour orange, even though I'm not a huge fan of this character really in the show. I think Knight's probably my favourite. Rook's, he's sort of in between Rook and Knight. I'm not a huge fan of Rook, but I do like Knight quite a lot. This guy's all right. I did like the original figure in the show. He had quite a lot of, you know, sort of mechanical detail on his robot mode, which looked pretty cool. But unfortunately, that didn't translate onto the toy very well. So, this guy looks half decent in that regard. Now, articulation, because he's a gimmick toy, he's got this sort of tape gimmick. He's a little bit restricted in a few areas. So he's got the head rotation. That's fine. Shoulders. Now, the shoulders for transformation, they just fold up and down like that. There's no forwards and backwards on the shoulders. They just fold out. Now, the arm just comes straight down. Now, the arm can fold backwards and forwards like that. The elbow is built into the wheel, the pinned wheel on the back, and it only swings in and out like that. It doesn't go backwards and forwards, unfortunately. The only backwards and forwards is on the shoulder joint there. So the arm just folds, you know, his arm does that. Which is a bit stupid. Nothing at the waist. Hips, ratcheted hips go forwards. They're restricted going back because of the back kibble. He does have thigh swivels, which is interesting. Now, Rook, previously, he has got working shoulders, but he doesn't have thigh swivels. Whereas this guy hasn't got working shoulders, but he does have thigh swivels. So it swings and roundabouts with these guys. 90 degree at the knee, and nothing at the foot. You can sort of angle the foot a little bit, I suppose. But they're very simplistic toys. They've got very simple transformations. There's not much going on with this guy. You've got the tape reels. They do come off. They're only clipped on. Come on. There we go. So they just clip off. Now you can take the tape reels off because they're universal. Get a tape reel off Rook and stick that on. Give him a blue tape reel instead of an orange one, and obviously Pone's tape reels will plug on to Rook. So there is that. They are interchangeable between the characters. But yeah, like I said, the tape's just there. I mean, in the show, they use the tape to do various rescues. You know, tie up bad guys. You know, stop things from falling down and stuff like that. And they just use it to that effect. What can I say about it? Really, it's a decent little toy. They're fairly cheap to get, but then again, they're not very big, and they are built around a fairly significant gimmick, which is one thing. Articulation on this guy is a little bit restricted, especially in the upper part. I mean, his shoulders are very restricted. He's got weird arms. Legs aren't too bad on this guy compared to the other figure, but that's much all I can say about it. The only other thing I can say before I go, obviously he's got his gun. It's got a peg. I don't know whether it's a gun because it's kind of got like a hook on the end. I don't know whether it's some sort of like you know, like a grappling hook type weapon, you know, where he shoots out a rescue line. I don't know how it works, but he can hold it in both hands, no problem. So there is that. Obviously a little bit of parts for him because his weapon forms part of his alt mode, whereas the on Rook, his gun fits inside his alt mode, but it isn't part of his alt mode. So again, swings and roundabouts with these guys, and yeah, that's about all I can say about this guy. He's all right. He's okay. He's a decent enough little bot. Nice little toy. It's got the tape gimmick and the the book where you can, you know, the sticker book, you can cut bits of the tape off and put them in the sticker book if that's what you want to do. But I'm not gonna use that. And that's all there is to them, really. They're all right, but you know, compared to the big ass Korean toys that I'm used to buying that are fully articulated, I mean, this thing's a bit of a letdown. But they are what they are, and he's an okay figure. And that's been my review of Hello Carbot's Pone X, another member of the Hello Carbot's Samsung's or Tate Brothers, or whatever you want to call them. So that's it for today. My first Korean toy to review this month. I have got another Korean toy which I will be reviewing next week, so look forward to that video. With that said, I've been TFL Wilderness, and I'll catch you all next time. Ta-da.